I don't want you to tell me what you can tell me about fractions.
That we have fractions in the back wall that you can see, and they come in different things, and they're supposed to be equal. All of them are supposed to be equal.
Excellent. They're supposed to be equal. Give me a thumbs up. Who else has something to share? Tell me. Something about fractions.
A fraction could be like 2 halves,
It could be.
or like 1 out of 3, or 1 out of 4, and it has to be equal to be like an even share.
So you agree with what she said then, right? Who else has something to say? Cece, tell me. Something. Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
It's from a whole.
A half from a whole? That's a fraction? Who else? Give me a thumbs up. How about you right next to her? Everett.
The numerator shows how many you're focusing on, and then the denominator shows like 1, 2, 3. It's a whole, half, and thirds.
Okay, who else got something for me? How about you?
So a half is a fraction, and so it's a fourth and a third, and again they have to be equal pieces.
Those are all fine examples. Give me a thumbs up. We're going this way. Charlie, talk to me.
Fractions is like the groups.
Groups, okay, I agree.
Like different kind of groups, like a group of birds flying is called a flock.
Okay, but and a portion of that flock would be a fraction. Anybody else got a thumbs up for me? Ooh, right next to you.
Fractions. So like, I agree with her because they do have to be equal. Because if they're not equal, they're not called fractions.
That's correct. I'm going to agree. I've heard that a lot. How about you, sir?
A fraction, it depends on what, it can be split into a half, but it would, if there was 2 pieces, then it would be split into a half, but it can also be split into, thirds.
As long as those pieces are what?
Equal.
Equal. Good. One more? Talk to me about fractions.
Fractions would be like fourths, thirds, and halves.
More good examples?
I think that if you split halves in 2, then you would get fourths.
Excellent.
And then if you split those in 2, you would get eighths.
Excellent. Let's go back over here. Bye, Sydney, whose name I forgot. Sorry, Sydney. How about you, Ava Lee?
I know that there are different types of fractions, and I do agree that they all have to be equal. There's one whole, and you split the one whole into different fractions.
As long as they're what?
Equal, and I know that, and here are some of the fractions I know off the top of my head. Halves, thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, sevenths, eighths, ninths, tenths.
Excellent. And the list goes on. Guys, nice work on fractions. Wave at the camera and say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.